Texans taking on the LA Chargers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Southern California. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away. And that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here they get the completion and a quick first down.
Here we go.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Stroud to throw it. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Texans. Let the hot.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. Oh, and a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Again, another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
A 33-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. You look at the defense for these Texans, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
He's across midfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Well, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. The Chargers at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now it's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go now on first and goal. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
All right.
Stroud looking to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Stroud working out of the gun. Got his man, Dell. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
A short throw caught by Andrews. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On the quick, right? Tony.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Stroud. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense.
Derek Stingley picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that. things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5.
What? 118. What's that?
Throwing now is Stroud. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stroud. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
The 24-yard line.
5-9. Delta. Hey, easy. Go orange. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds Johnston. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Johnston. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Set.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. 380. 380. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. From 13 yards out. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is up to 5.
Texans 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second down and 3. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Tony.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
First down, Houston.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Open man is Kirk, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Christian Kirk. A gain of 14. And the Texans first down.
Stroud to throw it. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 10. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Stroud. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Texans 9.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
All right.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to evoke Smokey and the Bandit look. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
That way, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 yards to go, second down. The throwing again is Stroud. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
A 51-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this will stay a 12-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 1 second, all that remains. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Stroud. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. Most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 54 yards. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Stroud now to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18 from the gun to give to Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Open man is Higgins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Delson in motion. 4th down. Here's Stroud. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
So gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is indeed good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mixing up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On the quick, right? Swap. Another swap.
Stroud. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the turnover, here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Set. Set.
Now a toss, left side, Hampton. And running with power here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Hampton will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked up by Deion Henley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Cut! 12. Check. Ready?
On the toss, here's Hampton.
20! And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, that's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
said, I'll tell you all the story about the joker and the thief. I said, that was all about the joker and the thief in the night.
Hop in that whip, yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I